Hello, I'm here to talk to you about WISekey's something we call in the industry dematerialization. It's really all about digitalizing paper. Okay, and at WISekey we've been working on this since the beginning of the company. The company is all about eliminating paper and using it in a way that is legally compliant for future use, be it in a legal proceeding or be it in just part of standard procedures of the company. And the solution I'm about to explain is what we've done with e-invoicing, okay, electronic invoicing across multiple jurisdictions or countries, as we call it. So basically it's about the problem that companies have right now of eliminating the printing of invoices and sending them by mail. Okay, right now, let's say you're a multinational and you have to send invoices to 3 or 4 countries or 5 or 10 countries. It depends on the size of your company, of course. And you have to print the invoice, make sure it's in compliance with each of those countries, send it by post, keep a copy in the archive, and so on and so forth. The first customer we came across was a large multinational that's issuing something like 150,000 invoices per month across the world. So it's a big logistical problem for them. And this logistical problem represented costs in terms of archiving all that paper, of sending all that paper by post, and of course of ensuring that it's compliant with all of the countries in which those invoices are being issued. It also meant that they had different places where those invoices were issued. Perhaps each country had an operation to print the invoices and send them, and so on and so forth. They were little by little evolving towards a regional approach so that the invoices were issued per region by a central location, but it was still extremely complicated for them and very expensive. So they asked us, listen, why don't you start analyzing 3 countries in the European Union? And we started doing that. And we did a technical legal analysis that basically allowed us to understand that we could develop a technology platform that was in compliance with those 3 countries. It started with Portugal, Spain, and France. In those 3 countries, we presented a solution to them that allowed them to issue all of the invoices for those 3 countries in an electronic form, and it could take minutes to issue all of them. And we're talking about something like 12,000 invoices every month. Okay, already that's a big cost savings. And then they told us, could we consider the possibility of having that system compliant with all 3 countries hosted from your data center, so that we don't have to worry about that each month? And this is how we did it. So in a matter of something like 4 months, we set up a system, we did the legal analysis, set up a technology platform that allowed our customer to send the invoices for Portugal, Spain, and France to our data center. We're in full compliance with the legal requirements of each of those countries, and automatically send the invoices digitally signed, timestamped back with the signature of our customer, and then they would send it on to their customers in an automated process. The cost reduction, the savings, the efficiency was huge for the customer. Therefore, since then, that was something like 6 years ago, since then we've expanded for that customer and others, of course, the solution we're providing. And basically this is what it looks like. Okay, we take an invoice preparation process which is typically in the back end of the customer. It's an enterprise resource planning platform or something like that that does all the workflow solution, that does all the invoicing, and it's created in specific format. It can be PDF or other formats. That invoice that's already been prepared in full compliance, it's electronic form still, in full compliance with each of the laws of each country, and they're already doing that anyway, is sent to the second step. This is in WISekey's clearinghouse. WISekey has taken all of the necessary technical, legal, and other measures on behalf of the customer to make sure that when that invoice goes through our data center, it is compliant with the German law, or the French law, or the English law, or the Spanish law, or any other countries, okay, that we're working with. I'll show the list a little bit later. And then when it goes through our data center, we apply the digital signature, the timestamp, whatever needs to be applied per country, and then the different batches of the different countries are sent back to the customer depending on where they want us to send it back to per country. And then it's very easy for the customer to either receive it by email or download it from a site that the customer has for that purpose. It's sort of an account management for each customer. Okay, this has solved some very big issues, because even in the European Union, where apparently electronic invoicing, value-added tax regulations are uniform because of the e-invoicing directive, The reality on the ground is that it's very different country by country. And we've gone even beyond that. We're now covering up to 38 jurisdictions. Actually, recently we expanded to 45, and these are some of the countries that we're covering right now. Okay, so if you're a multinational, you're doing invoicing, and you have a big hassle in terms of paper, in terms of the multiplicity of legal requirements, in terms of increasing efficiency, and so on and so forth, we're the perfect company to help you out with that. Thank you.